What's up, guys? Welcome back to Beyond the Barrel Bourbon. I'm Eric. That is Phil.
I'm Phil.
And I know we go through that every show, but why not, right? Today, old Filippo here brought us a surprise.
I did.
One of our favorite distilleries, actually.
I brought a little bit of Discovery 12.
Did you get that in Louisiana?
Hell no.
No.
Hell no, I didn't.
Well, Bardstown, I mean, we need some help down here, man.
Bardstown Discovery 12 will not be in Louisiana.
It's unfortunate. And I don't know, man. I'm hoping, my hope is that part of me hopes it's not as good as Disco 11 for the simple fact that I can't get it.
Well, while I go over this mash bill, you'll probably throw up a picture of the mash bill right here. Okay. While I'm reading it. So we got a 48 Kentucky 14 year 75 13 12.
Sounds like turkey.
Would suspect turkey. Same mash bill as bean, but suspect turkey. 29% Kentucky 10 year 78 10 12.
That sounds like Heaven Hill.
Heaven Hill would be my guess. Again, we don't know.
We don't know. I'm just speculating based on the mash bills.
The old mystery mash bill 78 13 9.
Does anybody have any idea what that is, actually?
My guess would maybe be Barton.
That's the only thing I can lean to.
And then 8% of their own distillate. 6 year.
6 year Bardstown.
Bardstown right here. So, do you have any expectations prior to this?
I mean, obviously, like if it...
I have high expectations.
I mean, the Disco series are just all good in general, right? But I guess my expectation would be that it's going to be basically kind of like a comp between Russell's 13 and Russell's 15. Like you're going to have, like you know how Russell's 13 is more spice, but then the 15 is more balanced. I feel like this is kind of going to be that. This is going to be a more balanced profile than the Disco 11.
Okay.
But I don't know. You know, I mean, I'm one of those people that firmly believes Bardstown can do no wrong. So I don't know. We'll see. I know just on the nose it smells really good.
Oh, we're smelling.
Oh, I smelled it while you were playing with the mash bill. It smells really good.
That smells
like grapes.
I don't get grape.
I get grapes.
I'm getting multiple fruits here. Neither one of them are grape. One of them's cherry,
which is what I call grapes.
But there's
in
like
general.
a what I call zest. So typically
citrusy, maybe.
Citrusy, more likely than not orange.
I can see that.
But there's definitely some more decadent notes here as well.
Definitely like a slight hint of caramel, slight hint of vanilla.
Brown sugar there. I get a little leather.
Do you?
Yeah, a little bit of leather there.
Not too much on the leather, but
yeah, like a
I want to look at something real quick. I want to
like
look.
A leather purse.
The one that we're suspecting is
Why,
Heaven
do you think
Hill.
You smell nuttiness?
No, but the one I'm thinking, when I think Heaven Hill, I generally think more barley forward.
On Heaven Hill products, I tend to get a slight nuttiness, different nuttiness than, let's say, a bean product.
Yeah.
But like a lot of on those Elijah Craig barrel proofs, I'm noticing that I'm able to pick out that profile more because there's this slight nutty note to it.
Yeah.
And I don't. It's not peanut, but it's not. Maybe I don't know what nut I would call it.
Maybe like almond, maybe cashew, but this smells so good.
Yeah, that zestiness is coming forward a little more for me.
Do you get mint on this at all?
No.
Me either.
Interesting. No, I am getting some baking spices now.
Oh, I guess mint's on my mind because I was hanging out with my uncle and he said like some of the turkey stuff that he's been smelling recently, he's been getting like spearmint on. And I'm just curious to see if you're catching that.
No.
And again, we cannot confirm that this is turkey or beam or Heaven Hill. It's just we're just making our assertions of what we think it is based on what the taste profile is.
The most prominent notes I'm getting on the nose is that combo of fruit, that kind of orange zest and cherry.
Mm-hmm.
And then like some decadent up forward notes, brown sugar, vanilla, caramel. And maybe a hint of like, definitely vanilla too, by the way.
Yeah, definitely.
Maybe a hint of like herbalness or kind of in that herbal spicy realm here.
Yeah. Well, I'm definitely getting a spice on it.
All right, I'm ready.
It just smells so good. Like that sweetness is just there.
Oh my God.
You're welcome.
That's so good. That's so. Give me a second.
This is very good. It drinks hot. It's got some heat to it. What's the heat on this? 108? 115. Okay. It drinks like it.
All right. I've had my moment.
I'm getting grapes on this for sure.
Great mouthfeel.
Fantastic mouthfeel.
I don't get grapes again.
Oh, I do.
I definitely get towards the back end. So like initially it's those upfront rich flavors, vanilla, caramel, brown sugar, and then it transitions to kind of a cherry note, maybe a hint of that zest, and then the spices kick in. And then as the spices fade, like there's an underlying almost tropical note. Like have you ever had one of those like tropical rum drinks with like pineapple and coconut? Once the spices dissipate, on the finish, that little tropical like coconut pineapple note just sits on your palate for a while. Long finish as well. I'm trying to see, because I thought maybe that first hit, I did get a little hint of nuttiness.
I got it on a second sip. But it's not beam nuttiness. It's some kind of like woody,
So good.
like pecan-y kind of woody on the back end.
Like,
this is very good.
This is for sure in backup territory for me.
It's
like I want to back up.
It's very, very well balanced. I mean, I guess if that's the best way to say that, right? It's got the spice. It's got the spice that spice that I look for. You know, the turkey. I call it the turkey spice, but it's got that. But it's also got this really nice balance of like leathery, creamy. I'm getting the zest on the very back end of it now. On the super long finish, I'm getting that kind of that zingy orange zest. I'm a fan of it.
I love this finish, and the weird thing is like I don't really like coconut or pineapple things, but for some reason it works here for me. And then that decadence blends in with like these dark cherry notes, and then like that kind of dark decadence starts getting picked up by like spices and zestiness. So your palate's spiking on all these different things, from like dark and decadent to zesty and spicy, and then it fades out to that tropical note, man. That's what I'm gonna call it, tropical. I mean, you might have to be looking for it, but it's there, and it just sits there.
Oh, the mouthfeel on this, like it never goes away, right? It just stays. It's just been on my. I haven't had a sip in what, a minute and a half, and it's just sitting there, and it definitely takes your palate on an adventure.
But yes, it's very similar to the Russell's 15 in that sense. What I think the Russell's 15 might have over this is that I think I want a little more oak here.
Yeah.
It's just not. It's not. Every flavor I get's great, and it's balanced, greatly balanced whiskey. I don't know if it's as complete as the 15 is.
Maybe not, right? I guess looking at that, you're still talking about two different distilleries, right?
I mean, I do get oak here. Don't get me wrong.
Well, what I'm saying is that okay, so you're saying it may not be as complete as the 15. I'm thinking it's complete I'm thinking it's complete on a different level, right? So what Bardstown has done is they've taken really good juice from 4 different places, and they've kind of perfected it. They said, okay, well, let's just assume that it's turkey, okay? Mm-hmm. And they're like, okay, well, this is great, but what if? And I think what they're trying to do is eliminate the what ifs, right? So like, oh man, we could take this 10-year Heaven Hill, and man, we can spike the age up and throw a little bit of 14-year-old wild turkey in it, and we can add some of our own stuff in it and change the profile. And that's why I think like, I don't want to say it's not as complete as the 15, but I think I know what you're saying as far as maybe it's not taking you quite on the adventure that the 15 is.
I think it's. I see. That's why I'm saying I don't think it's as complete, because I don't think. I don't want to say I'm getting less flavors on this.
No, it's almost like you're getting more flavors on it. It's just different.
But some of these flavors, I feel like the 15 hit on almost every profile. This one. It's hitting on most of them, and it's like I wanted more oak. I am getting oak on this. Like there's oak like right to the end of the mid palate, beginning of the finish. You get a little hit of oak.
I'm not getting much oak on this.
I'm definitely getting oak.
But again,
I think the oak, that's got to be turkey, man.
It has to be.
But I mean, cherry spice, tastes like turkey spice, man. This is
to me. Okay, so
what's the MSRP on this? $150,
something like that.
Yeah, I'd buy one, buy 2.
Yeah, so would I.
Buy a second one at $150.
Well, my thing is this, right?
Buy 2, buy 3.
Does this taste
buy
to
the
you?
Case.
Does this taste like honestly, like this is weird. This is gonna sound weird. Kind of tastes like Russell's 13 if they mixed it with a barrel proof Elijah Craig. It's basically Elijah Craig barrel proof with the turkey spice on it, is what I'm kind of getting out of it.
No.
No? That's the kind of vibe I'm getting.
I mean, I get hints of like that nuttiness that I get on an EC, and I definitely get the turkey spice.
It's
in that cherry note.
It's proofy too, though.
But there is something else going on here.
Well, there is, and I think that's the Bardstown note.
And what's interesting about it is a lot of times on the turkey products, I'll get that spice kick first. And that was what was kind of different about the Russell's 15 as well, is that, and I prefer this order to have the decadent notes up front and then the spicy palate spike with the zestiness, the spiciness, and then kind of that lingering finish. That's more of a order I prefer, rather than spicy to
and that's where
decadent.
I'm the exact opposite of you. I like the spice up front and then the decadent finish. Kind of like that's how it was for me with the 15. That's how it was with the Found North Batch 9. It started off oaky and kind of spicy in the front, but then it turned into this really awesome. It's kind of like it hit you with dinner and then dessert right after. I still suspect that I would like the Disco 11 over this personally. So just based on.
I have a feeling this is going to be another Russell's 15, Russell's 13 kind of thing.
For what? It's just up to the palate.
We've got the Disco 11 here. If you prefer that spicy thing, like the spice forward, I think this might be more in your wheelhouse.
And I think that's.
I've never back them.
That's what I wanted. That's what me either, and that's why I want to do this. I want to see. Obviously. Maybe a blind would have been a better test.
Nah. You'll
But
know.
I think they're so distinctly different. I mean, this has, what, 78 or 79%? This is, 73% Kentucky 13 year, which 75, 13, 12, that sounds
I did it again.
sounds like,
I
that's
did
like
it
3 in a
again.
row,
I
man.
know. Yeah.
Well, hang on.
Yeah.
So we're comping it to Disco 11, which I'm going to put the mash bill right there. And you can see that it's got one less ingredient in it, right? It's I'm trying to look at the other one while I'm here. So this one has 13 and 10. This is 14 and 10. So it's missing the Heaven Hill, the alleged
And
Heaven Hill.
that might be kind of like.
You got the cap?
It's right there. Right here. And that can make a big difference, though.
Oh, no, I definitely think it can. But I know from what I remember about Disco 11 was just that crazy turkey spice that I was getting on it initially.
All right, let's see.
Oh, yeah, that's grapes.
I never get grapes on this.
You don't get grapes on turkey, though. You get cherry.
It's definitely more of a spice
yeah, I love
slash earthy note.
I
to
love
it.
that.
Like if I had to guess, I say had to guess. We know what the mash bill is, but this smells like there's more rye content in it to me
Smells like a high rye.
than it does as opposed to the 12.
13% rye. But this also
High rye.
has high rye. This also has more wheat in it. Looking at the two Bardstown mixes, this one has 20% of Bardstown's wheated mix.
I don't get so I definitely get more spice here. I don't get that that kind of
leathery.
orange zest I was getting.
You don't get the leather in this either, huh?
I get a little bit, but it's not the same. It's not quite as decadent.
Very fruit forward for me. Well, I mean, they both were. The other one was also. What's the proof on this one?
I get a little cherry, but no.
This one's actually
orange zest.
Wow, this one's actually higher proofed.
To me, I'm gonna assume this is gonna drink hotter. One, spicier.
Spicier.
Which automatically, I'm assuming it's spicier. I've never back to back them, but just my assumption.
Anyway, let's give it a swirl.
Having it immediately after this one, it's hard for me to pick out like any like rich decadent notes here.
So I'm gonna tell you,
I get a lot of that cherry note. I get a lot of that spice note, but like, I know this isn't like a super high rye content, just a low high rye content, but having it off the heels of this tastes like a high rye.
do you lean towards the 12 or the 11 just off the initial
It's not even
instinct?
close for me.
Really?
It's not close.
It's close for me.
Yeah, I think this is great.
It's close for me, but I think I'm standing by what my initial thought was. I think I like 11 better than 12. I mean, don't let that get it twisted, right? If you see 12, buy it every single time. Buy it twice if they let you, right? Don't pay crazy secondary for it.
It's a totally different whiskey, surprisingly enough. If you are a person that leans more towards, the spicy,
11.
11 is going to be your jam.
It's mine for sure.
If you like the richer, more decadent notes, I mean, the 12 does have spice in it.
It does.
Spice. It's got zest. It doesn't have the spice of the 11. So if you're a person, I would say if like you're a person that likes high rye,
11.
11. If you're a person that likes, because I've seen reviews online where people are asking about 15 and 13. If you're one of those people that like the Russell's 13 more than the 15,
Which I fall into that category. I like the 13 more than the 15.
should have said that on the show.
I know. Well, again,
You didn't do that.
You got to remember what we also. And I think I did say that at the end of the show. I said, you know what?
No, you're wrong.
But outside of my turkey bias, I do tend to like the 13 more than the 15, and just like I tend to like this 11 more than the 12. But if I see either of these on the shelf, I'm buying them.
Not true.
That is true.
Not true.
Well, I already have one, so I don't need to buy another.
You don't have
one.
a Russell's.
A Russell's what?
15.
I'm talking about this.
I know, but you said.
I was referencing these two.
I know, but you said you would buy a Russell's 15.
Yeah, I changed my mind. I did it for the show.
Okay.
I did it for the show.
But I think not that they're the same whiskeys, but if your preference would be for the 13 over the 15, you're gonna like the 11 more.
You know, I like both of these, man, a lot.
No, this is good.
I know. The nose on this is. I think.
If I see both on the shelf next to each other, I'm reaching for this every time, even if they were both as available as the other. This one's less available, by the way.
And I think the
in our area it's not available at all.
Right.
So scoop up a backup. Get a backup.
Now the other question is, since we do this on pretty much every other bottle, are you paying secondary for that?
For this one, it depends. I don't know what the secondary pricing is.
I don't either. How much? What would your cap be on this?
On this?
Yeah. What would you say? I'm comfortable. I mean, obviously, you don't want to
having this. If I didn't have a bottle, I'd probably pay up to $200 for this.
Up to $200. So that's your cap. So if you saw it for $235,
having
you're
a
out.
bottle, then I'd if I saw it on the shelf for $175, $180, yeah, I'd probably get it again.
That's kind of yeah.
But yeah, I'd say $200 would be my
fair.
cap. It's very good whiskey. It's one of my favorite whiskeys of the year. We got to tip it.
We do.
We got to tip it. We already tipped the Bardstown. The Bardstown, as of right now, is in the tourney.
Which one?
The 11.
All right, so are we going to re-tip this one while we're here?
No.
Because I don't remember when I tipped that one.
Doesn't matter. It's beauty. It's the beauty of it.
I like this one a lot, man. I like the 11. I mean, I like the 12, too. I like them both. And I wouldn't be upset with either one of these.
Are you tipping the 12?
It's tough, man. You go first. It's tough for me, man, because I like both of these.
I'm giving the 12 an 89.
Okay.
It's delicious.
It is. Very good. And I will say 84.
Okay.
I'm gonna give it a mid 80.
So I will say, as of right now, both Disco 11 and Disco 12
should make the cut.
Are in the playoff cut for our whiskey of the year, which they should be.
They should be. I mean, Bardstown's doing some amazing stuff with.
We say whiskey of the year. By the way, that's whiskey of the year that we've had on the show this year, not whiskeys that have come out this year.
I mean, we've had some bangers on the show though, man.
I know, but I'm saying like this isn't a battle of 2024 whiskeys.
I mean, I'm just saying, would anybody really be shocked if Russell's 15 winds up our whiskey of the year?
Yeah, but that's not what I'm saying.
What are you saying?
What I'm saying is it's not a battle of 2024 whiskey releases.
Oh no, not that. Just the whiskey of our year.
This is the 2024 whiskeys we've had on the show.
Yeah.
And they're both in right now.
Yeah, pretty excited about
that. The Bardstown is better. The Bardstown 12
for you.
Better
for you.
For y'all too.
For him.
Nah, for everyone.
For him.
But Eric.
It's really good though. Like
Eric and my dad, 11.
We do. We do.
But 12, go get you some.
Yeah, go get you some. Let me know where you find it.
Bag it up.
Anyway,
and if you find it, tell me. And Eric, give our email out so they can email me and tell me.
It's
I can buy it.
beyondthebarrelbourbon@gmail.com.
Yeah, we'll put that. Well, I'll just put that in our bio.
I do screen the emails in case something really good comes through. I won't let him know.
No, he doesn't.
Anyway, guys, listen.
He can't read.
What?
He can't read.
I just read the mash bill, dummy.
No, you didn't. You memorized the mash bill, pretending like you read it.
Oh my goodness. Can't read. What is wrong with him? Anyway, guys, listen. Thanks again for tuning in. We truly appreciate the support. If you're new here, make sure you hit that comment button, that like button, that subscribe button, and you get to watch Phil here miss the camera yet again on a closing.
Phil out.
Whoa, that was actually pretty close. what the f*** am I doing?
Watch your mouth, bro. We're live. All right, well, we need a good natural start point.
That's as good as time as any.
That's normally when you say, hey, guys. That's the start point.
I'm aware of how I start the show. And I don't do hey guys. I haven't done a hey guys in a long time.
Hey, guys.